Baseball is now played in many countries around the world. The hot dog really is an Americanized version of a German sausage, and pie in one form or another has been around for centuries. But the apple pies you'll see here tonight, they are truly American.
It's one of those perfect combinations of ingredient and dish.
I'm going to start by making the dough, which is a combination of Crisco and butter.
It's America and apple pie, and Mom and apple pie.
The apples in our country seem to be a sign of home and hospitality.
Apples are something that can be grown in every state of the United States.
We'll mix it till it's blended.
We use fresh apples. We live in an area that grows apples.
Add all of the pastry flour, which is mixed with the salt.
I wanted to make a real apple pie like my mom did. Fresh apples, from scratch ingredients.
And then I'll add my water.
We make up to 100 pies a minute.
So I like my crust to be simple.
We can really only make about 1,000 pies a day, but we do sell them all.
I want Mom's apple pie, and that's what I'm going to make.
9-inch, 10-inch, 11-inch lattice top pies, Dutch apple, which has a streusel topping to it.
I think the fun and the energy that you have when you're working that goes into your work hopefully comes out also.
Once the dough comes together, you may think you made a mistake because it's so soft, it looks like a biscuit.
Pies have a long and glorious history in the United States, both sweet pies and savory pies.
It needs to be chilled into the refrigerator for at least an hour.
Pies are very portable, and so a pie would be kind of the equivalent of a modern-day sandwich.
Now you notice I'm using one hand when I'm gathering it together.
We make this for people to enjoy. I mean, that's our main goal, and I think that that's part of their enjoyment also.
I'm starting out with a peeled Granny Smith apple, and I just cut it right around the core.
The particular combination of the sweetness and spices that go into an apple pie make for it to be what we call a comfort food.
This is not a classic American apple pie.
I toss them in sugar.
This is like a crisp.
And I'm going to add maple sugar.
For a lot of people, this has the flavors that they think of with an apple pie, which is basically not so much apples, but cinnamon. This is a very mass-market apple pie.
I'm going to add some apple cider jelly and some freshly grated nutmeg.
This is a really, really lovely kind of a homespun apple pie.
A little bit of cornstarch and apple cider vinegar.
This is kind of the gingham apron of apple pies.
Toss it all together. Definitely with your hands.
It's got a nice little, the little hearts cut into the center.
A little bit of cinnamon.
It's got that rumpled crust where the apples have settled under it.
Butter that I've melted with a vanilla bean, a vanilla pod, and I've browned to give it a real nutty flavor.
This is the kind of apple pie that someone's mom would make if someone's mom was a really, really good baker.
And now I'm ready to roll up my dough and fill the pies.
The crust is really light and flaky.
Dust your surface well with flour, and people always ask me, well, how much flour do I put on? Well, you put on enough flour so it doesn't stick.
You can see all of the different layers of crust in there.
Do what I do is I beat it with the rolling pin.
The texture of the apples and the quality of the apples in this is remarkably different from this one.
Now cut the dough out with a cutter. It's a dessert that you can bring to a table and universally everybody will like. What you need to do is ease it into the mold.
This is Nancy Silverton, obviously.
Center it in and fit it into the corners and let the excess hang over.
This is a folk art pie. This is like Mom's apple pie, deconstructed and raised to another level.
Lay it on top.
It's in a single serving.
Whenever we have apple pie, Mom's apple pie on the menu, it always sells out.
This is what you have to do to an apple pie to make it worth $8 a serving, essentially, instead of $8 a pie.
You want to cup it around the apples to accentuate that mound.
And it's worth $8 a serving.
I'm going to crimp it with my thumbs.
This is much more based on nutmeg than on cinnamon.
I always do a little steam hole on top to let the steam escape.
People are so used to tasting the cinnamon, when they taste a good hit of nutmeg in it, they think, wow, this is different.
A little bit of heavy cream or milk.
This is a great apple pie.
Cinnamon sugar.
It reminds us, in a way, of the things that we hold dear about what we think of as our national culture.
We cook our pies for about 40 to 50 minutes. At a home oven, I would suggest maybe 375.
You're talking about rootedness, honesty, a plain-spoken quality.
You need to see the juices from the apple bubbling out.
There's an honesty and a sense of wholesomeness to it, and simplicity and plain-spokenness. Most people would consider it to be quintessentially American.
When we come back, a word about a new Nightline broadcast beginning next week.